So, what if Padme gave birth a little bit earlier? Let's say that when Obi-Wan goes to tell Padme that Anakin is evil now and that he needs to find Anakin, let's say in this scene that you see right here, let's say that's when Padme goes into labor and gives birth. Because sure, there's always an expected due date for babies, but they could always go into labor earlier and come out earlier or even later. So let's say that Padme gave birth right here. Then I think Obi-Wan would deliver the babies as discreetly as possible, maybe get some top medical staff and make it a secret and get the babies out. And of course, Padme having just given birth, she would be too tired. And of course, she would be on a lot of drugs because when people give birth, they do tend to be on a lot of pain medication to ease the pain. So maybe she would start talking because she would be under the influence of all those drugs. And maybe Obi-Wan could get her to tell him where Anakin is. So maybe Obi-Wan would just go over to Mustafar and chop Anakin up and burn him and then come back. And of course, she would realize what has happened to Anakin and she would lose the will to live and die. And so from there, Obi-Wan, Bail Organa, and Yoda could quickly take the babies and go to Tatooine and Alderaan and Dagobah from there. And of course, then Padme to Naboo to be buried. Sure, that could be done. Or alternatively, she could give birth to Luke and Leia, but she could still go to Mustafar because even though she's given birth and she's really tired, she might think, well, maybe I need to go and check up on Anakin and find out what really happened. And of course, when Padme gets to Mustafar, Anakin might notice that Padme has already given birth, or he might not. He might not notice, or he might notice, because the reason he might not notice is because, he's just turned to the dark side and done all these terrible things, and so he's really processing all of that, so he might not notice that his wife has just given birth because she might still be fat at that point and look like she's still carrying the baby, so who knows. But the point is, from there it might turn out the same. So if Padme gave birth to Luke and Leia while she was having this scene with Obi-Wan, then I don't think it would have made too much of a difference, but of course they would have had to be much more careful about getting Luke and Leia to safety, being on Coruscant and all.